sled, grab your broom, take off. Hey, it's a thing to do.
Hey, hose heads, welcome back. Today we're going to start looking at the electrical. So I've got some. You can see it's telling me to fasten my seat belt. I've got a seat belt light. The headlights work. When I first put the key in the truck, when I went to start it the very first time, I had stereo for about 5 seconds, like static on the stereo, and then I lost it. What else do we have in here? So there's maybe one bulb works for dash lights. We have no gas gauge. I think that's wiring. We have no speedometer, so I got to see if the cable's disconnected or if it's something with in the cruise control system. This thing has cruise control, but the diaphragm for regulating the throttle had a puncture in the diaphragm, like a rip in the diaphragm. It was disconnected. I don't think I can get another part for it. If I do decide to go cruise control, I'll probably go with an aftermarket one, but we'll see how that is to take it apart. And I just want to get the speedometer working is all I want to do. I will check the cigarette lighter. I'll need that for installing Bluetooth. What else? What else can we look at for electrical? One of the windows kind of works. It's making noises. I did have it go with help. I could get it to go up and down once. The other one, the passenger door, none of the switches work on it. That's another one. There is no fan for the heater, like no defrost or anything like that. Nothing's going on there. Oh, and the fuel, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but the driver's side gas tank has been disconnected, so it's just running off one tank. So the valve or whatever you want to call it underneath that's been removed. So the switch doesn't work, but maybe that's where the fuel gauge thing problem exists. We'll have to see. When I was playing around with it, what was I doing? I was doing something and I touched some like the park brake mount or something like that, and I was getting shocked through it for a little bit. So it tells me there is a short there somewhere, but I cleared it up when I took out, there was some lights up here. So I don't know if that was causing it, but it's not doing it anymore, but it could be part of it. So thanks for watching. Decided to come into the house for this a little bit. I pulled the dash off the truck. I brought it in, I cleaned it up. I'm glad I watched a few videos because I would have used isopropyl alcohol to clean it, but apparently all the numbers and the paint rubs off with that isopropyl alcohol, so I just wiped it down with some microfiber cloth, and I used a little bit of water and a Q-tip where it was really dirty. So I got it fairly clean. Actually, I got it really clean. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I wiped the lens down. I think I might try buffing it a little bit to get some of the scratches out. The other thing that happened is the gear shift selector wasn't working, so when I pulled it off, or pulled the dash off, there was a little cord, a little line that runs from the indicator to the gear shift column, and that had worn a groove deep into, like, it comes, the line comes up through here, through this little thing, and then into the indicator, and there was quite a groove in there that line got caught in and broke. So with that groove, I think I'm going to try to put some glue down there to fill it. So I'll probably use CA glue and some accelerator and try to slowly fill that gap. There is quite a groove in there, so I want to see if I can fill it. And then, because I broke the little indicator when I was taking it off, I designed and 3D printed a new one. I don't know how long it's going to last in the truck. This won't last in the heat very well, so maybe the first time that truck's left out in the sun, this needle could go really droopy, but I'm gonna give it a try for now. This little piece you can order through AliExpress for $20, and it is just a 3D printed part, so I don't think that would last much longer than what I designed. You can order the whole indicator, the gauge or whatever you want to call it, with the string and where it goes onto the column. That is $50 from like Summit Racing, and that it's probably the way I'll go eventually, but I figured I'd just give this a try for now. So next, what we're going to do is I went to Michael's and I picked up some acrylic paint, some nice dark orange, and I'm going to be as careful as I can and paint the the needles. They are very delicate, I believe, so I'm hoping I don't break one, but I thought it might make the dash pop with a nice bright orange needle. So that's what I'm going to do while I'm watching TV. You can watch me paint. Probably fast forward it because it will be very boring, but I thought you might as well watch it while I do it. Enjoy. Well, we're back in the garage. It's Christmas Eve. I thought I'd do a little bit on the truck to try to get it to get it ready to get back outside. I got to get the Dodge back in the garage again. So I want to get the brakes done and get the tires back on it. We are looking to warm up on Sunday, so that's kind of why I want to get this out, do the Dodge on Sunday, and then that way this isn't outside in the minus 30 weather, and then I can't get it back in the garage. So that is the plan. I ordered all new hardware for the brake drums, and I ordered brake shoes, but I ordered the wrong size. They're not even here yet, and I already know they're the wrong size. So what I've done is the first robbing of parts from the other truck are brake shoes. I'm just going to throw, they still have some padding on, so I'm going to put them in and just see where it goes. As you can see, I got the dash all torn apart. I thought I was gonna fight with the heater motor, but I wasn't getting any blowing. The fan wasn't going, so I tore it all apart and I started tracing wires. And then I got to the heater core covering in that, and there was a bunch of relays there. I unplugged them. I went to put a multimeter on it. My multimeter, one wire broke, I guess you could say. So that's where I shut down for the day. I took the multimeter inside. I fixed the wires, brought it back out, tested my relays. Everything looked good. Jumped in the truck, turned the key on, and the blower started working. If only I could fix everything that way. So yeah, the heater is blowing. The doors, I found out that those are all operated by vacuum, so the truck's got to be running. And then when I put it on vent and defrost and stuff, all the doors close properly and the air comes out the right port. So that's good. I've got the dash, or the gauges, they're all polished up, painted. I'll show you right here a picture of them. I'm pretty excited to get them back in the truck. Oh, and I put all new LED lights in the back, so it should be brighter. I think there might have been 1 or 2 bulbs that were working, the rest weren't. So hopefully I've got them in the right way, and we'll plug them in. I've got a new speedometer cable coming. I think the speedometer cable from the transmission into the cruise control box. I don't know if the cruise control box or doodad is locked up or what, but I just ordered a long speedometer cable to run from the transmission to the gauge. I don't know what I'm going to do about cruise control yet. I don't think I'm not going to worry about it right now. I will. There's the servo that runs the throttle. It was disconnected, but it's got a big rip in it. And those things are like $500 used on eBay. So I'm not going to do that. If I can find I don't know, if a buddy has one, let me know. Otherwise, I might just go for, after this thing's on the road, maybe throw a third, an aftermarket cruise control in it. I'm not too worried about it. That's why I just went with the longer cable right now. I don't know. I'll play around with it. I've thrown around the idea of maybe trying to patch the servo. It's all vacuum operated, so I just got to make it airtight. But like I said, I'm not worried about that. I don't think I need that for an inspection. But I got to get the brakes, and I got to start. The other thing is I got to start making a list of stuff that I need to order, because I go to Rock Auto. That's where I'm ordering most of my stuff. And depending on which warehouse it comes from, you can get some from one warehouse, some from another warehouse, and the shipping goes up depending on which warehouse it is. So when I order parts, I kind of want a bulk order from one warehouse at a time. and I can never remember what all I wanted to order. Speedometer cable, brake shoes, the wrong size, of course. But then there's some other little things that oh yeah, I'm gonna want that eventually. And so I gotta be a better list guy. But anyways, enough babbling. Let's get on to the rear brake drums. Okay, so this is the end of the video. I got the back brakes done up. Sorry, I ran out of storage on the SD card. I took so long on the first side. The other side went a lot quicker, but I got them in. When I tried to put the drum on, I was having a hard time, so I think the park brake was a little seized up, and that's why I had such a hard time pulling it off. So I sprayed a little penetrating oil on that, and I think I freed that up. I have one of the brake lines on the front driver's side here ready to go. I'm just waiting for the other one to come in, and then I will get that one in, and then we'll bleed the brakes before pulling it out of the garage, or we'll try to bleed the brakes before pulling it out of the garage. While I was just playing around, here is that the vacuum servo solenoid, whatever they want to call it, but that's what's broken, so there's no patching that up. So yeah, no cruise control. But that's about it. So thanks for watching. We'll do more when the brake line is in and we start bleeding the brakes.